Why am I here and what am I supposed to do?
What's happening?
You're making Maggie for us and answering some questions.
Like Maggie for all of you.
Seriously?
You
Yes.
gotta be kidding me.
Your time starts now.
Alright,
Okay,
you
okay.
cut the veggies.
I'm gonna cut
And
them.
then I am going to open this.
Is that working fine for you?
Only if I know how it works.
You guys are seriously making us make Maggie. How much are we making?
I'm making for myself. Do you want some for you? I can possibly.
With all this hard work, I wouldn't mind having some. I'm just cutting onions. I don't even know how many we should have.
The fact remains that I don't have a scissor. Do you guys have a scissor? You should have kept everything here, right?
Yeah,
Wait,
where's the
oh.
scissors?
Okay.
There's some questions in the bowl. You can start off with those two.
You want me to answer the questions?
Yes.
Okay. Let me just pick one.
Yes. And then you can start discussing.
What is something that you are very, very proud of? Okay, I'm really proud of the fact that I'm able to make the difference in the lives of parents and students. And I am proud of the fact that, while I do my career counselings, I end up providing the true calling to that child who's confused. Okay. One question answered.
Sagar sir, do you have an answer?
I am very proud of
Cutting veggies.
yeah, the fact that I can cut vegetables nicely. How spicy are we making it? Should we
Very
make it
spicy.
Okay.
Alright, you want me to answer another one?
Yes, please.
Okay. This. If you could talk to your 15-year-old self, what would you say? I would say, it's okay, dude, you were confused, but you found your own way out. So don't be confused, enjoy your life, find a true calling, and go for it.
I would tell my 15-year-old self, never stop learning. Keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, why don't I take out the next question? Okay, let's see. Why is planning important? This is a very apt question. Why is planning important? Abhishek, what do you have to say in this?
I think all of us have dreams, and all of us want to achieve something in life. But to achieve the dreams in life, you need to have a plan. And a plan without being on paper is just a dream. So do you want to be a dreamer or do you want to be an achiever? So the difference between being a dreamer to an achiever is the plan. So you plan your dream well, and that's how you achieve.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so now that I'm done with shopping, I can get into questions. Okay. What is your favorite word and why?
Okay, my favorite word and why. My favorite word is be inspired. Everything in life can inspire you. It could be a musician who can inspire you to play some nice music. It could be a teacher who can inspire you to achieve something good in life. It could be me who can inspire you to find your true calling and go to the best of the universities. So be inspired. Everything inspires. For example, right now, this Maggie is inspiring me to learn a little bit more of cooking.
Absolutely awesome.
What is your favorite word, sir?
My favorite word. I think my favorite word would be dream, because it all starts there. Once you start dreaming something, then you start getting into the how and why, and then you start getting there. I think that's how you started as well, didn't it? You dreamt first, and then you executed
Yeah,
it.
so that's the fun part. You have to start with a dream, because if you don't have a dream, then you will not be able to create a plan around it. So dream, but dream with being practical. Don't dream, absolutely unpractical stuff. dream but be practical, and then put it on a paper and then draw a timeline to it. In how much time do you want to achieve what? And that becomes your plan, and then go one piece at a time. If the dream is too big, you break it up in small parts, and that's how you keep on achieving each one of them and you reach your final goal. Okay, another one. I'll pick one. When you were 10, what did you want to do? What did you want to be, and when you grew up? Okay, when I was 10, I really wanted to be a newspaper reporter, or maybe a TV anchor, because I thought that I would really look good there. But after seeing some of them, I realized I'm not good enough to be on the TV, and that's why I chose to become a career counselor. What is the one advice that changed your life? I prefer giving advices to people instead of taking from them, so I'll let this pass.
Okay, we've already done this one. Why are there repeats?
Summarize your HSM journey so far in one word.
Oh wow. That's tough.
Gratifying, feeling blessed, truly awesome. 3 words.
Truly rewarding. Absolutely rewarding. Rewarding, humbling. It's been an amazing learning experience, from what I can say. Okay, what is one thing that Gen Z can learn from you and vice versa?
Failure is a stepping stone to success. Would you understand that I might have failed in over 10 businesses before I created High School Moms and before I became India's best career counselor? So don't get succumbed to pressure. Do not worry about failure. Find your true learning from your failure and then go for the next dream. Failure is a stepping stone to success. That's what you can learn from me.
And what can you learn from Gen Z?
Truly awesome they are. I can learn so many things from them. How to manage multiple things at a time. They are into profile building, they are into academics, they are into coding, guitar. God knows you do so much. So I think one thing that I want to learn from you is multitasking.
Yeah.
And second, I really want to learn this word called YOLO, you only live once, because that's your philosophy of life. And I wish I could imbibe that concept of YOLO in my life too.
Awesome.
Okay, so Maggie seems to be done. We are done with the questions. Miss Neha Nara, is there anything else that we can do for you?
You can put it in a bowl and we can see how it tastes.
Okay.